Just again, testing. Just making sure everything's good on my end. Alright, test 1 2, 1 2 test. Just as a small formality, I apologize for not streaming yesterday. Had a couple things to do early in the day, and by the time I got home, I was just so not feeling good. I went to lay down and I didn't get back up. I was just so like drained and everything. Like, I apologize for that, guys. I did get to download Crash though, so if it by all means anything, we could probably play it tomorrow. Not sure at what time because I do have some other plans going on. But I'll try and let you guys know as the stream goes on. But if not, just expect it randomly. So let's just pick up right exactly where we left off. I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we gotta get past. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information? Right. What we need the most is the info about Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. Or Zebra Boy. Wow, that's not really a good name for him. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. Mr. Falls. In that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it. Every day. This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge the same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart. Fall apart at any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Ha. Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute. True, I did. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne. Your girlfriend? Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. What? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go. Shut up. Come closer, and I kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong. Not protect sister. Valerie betrayed me. Betray us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping, too. A make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia. My girlfriend. My love. My teen angel. Ugh. Did he actually say, my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too. Valerie was in on it? Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We got one jewel. That's what we thought. Well, we get one jewel, excuse me. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We sent to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer cause she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman. That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real. And Dahlia. I was shot in arm. Dahlia, she jump in river. Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blackened out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the Roding River 40 feet below. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like. So I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer come from her mouth. That's all. So that's why. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Fowles. Where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Huh? You don't know? No, really. I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia. With Dahlia? That day, on the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone. With Dahlia. Gone. Forever. Into Eagle River. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now. We're ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her. My sweet Dahlia. They never found her. Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Your teen angel? How old was she anyway? Just 14. 14? I guess you were robbing cradles for 4 diamonds. She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man. Angels these days. Fowles takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel? Or is she really It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet. The training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it. Oh shit, I forgot the judge looks like this. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try and pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime. That's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have of murdering a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course. I think. Huh. You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Mr. Armando. Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisting in knots is like the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me? May I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know what it's not, that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. It looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at the 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click. She lights right up. Very well then. Let's hear what the witness has to say. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified you 5 years ago? Or kidnapping a poor girl? I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Out of the country, huh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing the murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow, I have to tie her into this case. Let's just go on and press him. So what country were you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed, it was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I didn't even have personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? What's the harm? Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in?
Objection!
Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether the witness has any connection to this case. I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Fowles or Detective Hawthorne. Yes, I think we've established that point. Yes, indeed. Well then, shall we add what you just stated to the official testimony? Yes, please, Mr. Judge. You didn't know either person? Are you certain of that? Yes. I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. Oh well, that can't be helped. Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth? The first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct? Yes. It was really a coincidence. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here and no trains run through here. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college? The prosecution objects to any question that involves the witness's private life. All that matters is that she is a material witness to the crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent. Thank you. She's really gone too far. Miss Faye, you're treading on thin ice here. I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only did you contradict yourself here in court, but you know things that you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. Well, that's... Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing. Oh, really? And why is that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that, at the time, an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake. Huh. That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. That's not fair! That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client was always maintain his innocent, that he's innocent on those charges. He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client. He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about the testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Miss Falls is kind of forgetful. You said he forgot about what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some sort of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing that white scarf that day? Then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with the last statement? Well, it's already saved, so why not? Your Honor, what the witness just said just now is tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer, and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to prove one point. No, that's not why I... Enough. Witness, if you would. My pleasure, Your Honor. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. But if we can somehow prove that this was her, then that would actually make a lot of sense. Oh, what's up, Malizi? What's up, dude? So I got a little bit of time before I have to go get my brother from work. So I felt like maybe at least getting this case done before we start the next one was probably good. And then once I come back and then have everything settled down, we can come back to the stream. So at least a little bit like now before we add to it. Alright. Tell her this time the whole truth comes out. Huh. I mean, I remember them saying that, like, you know, obviously it's not a white scarf, but it's a blue scarf. And they did say that getting it close enough was, like, justified, so... I thought this girl went to jail. Oh, remember, this is Mia's first case. The one that she was, like, sentenced to jail for was her second case. So, at the beginning of that one, she said I never thought I'd be in the defense attorney's boots again. But that was because of this case. So this all happened beforehand. So somehow she's wrapped into both. I'm thinking it's the scarf, because considering like how it's not even like white of a scarf and like using it as identification, how would he have known that this would be her? Oh, I guess I'm on the right track. Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. You're talking about this scarf right here, right? Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing. I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. White? This is the scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me. Yeah. So, we're trying to figure out as to what happened between this case and the second one, as to why Mia just decided not to be a defense attorney anymore. Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is... The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white. Well, the only thing that's here is in the note saying that it's a white scarf for identification, so maybe she saw that and just assumed that it was. Witness, have you ever seen this note? Ah, so there you go. Note? No, never. It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have. I wonder about that. What do you mean? This note shows Mr. Falls' instructions to have to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear a white scarf for identification. White scarf? There goes that classic Edgeworth. You knew what this one said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster? Or photo? Oh, you mean like from the photo she looked at it and because it's black and white it was white. Well, she's claiming that she took the photo herself from the part before. So, if she maybe, you know, saw it at that time, you know, she would have seen the two people at least. So, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, One more person. Did you say one more person? That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yup. The third person that knew the context of the note was... Well... I guess I could pin it on her exactly, but I think that what they're trying to say is that, not as her, but like as Dahlia. They're saying that like she's probably one and the same person, you know? And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard of that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name, right there. What's this? So who is this person, this Dahlia Hawthorne? Say the judge. The judge is not the same judge, I don't think. Because they were snipping him from, like, one of the previous cases from another courtroom, so I'm assuming that. Miss Fate must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Fowles. You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought that she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are. Even you couldn't... Miss Faye, you're not saying... But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Nani? Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into three alarm fire. But unless you could tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. I understand. If I could expose her true nature, I could turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Jesus. Witness, just who are you anyway? I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue this, the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. What did he say? Huh, it looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way! But then why... If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to... the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. But... I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well. But, well, as you can see... Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of the victim. And now we're finding her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder. Really, Miss Faye, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. If you're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win, at any cost. How dare you? Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to suggest that she murdered her. Yeah, so that whole Melissa thing is definitely a fucking lie. I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow it's turned around on me. Huh. I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. So did Armando say that? That wasn't me. It was this guy. This crazy coffee addict. I think you've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Huh. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tight spot, huh? Of course. Aren't I? No. You just arrived at the moment of truth. That's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? The rashness of youth. How charming. This coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye? What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? What motive? Well, you'd think it would be the diamond that you could present this, but this was already, like, found with Dahlia, at least compared to what Mr. Falls said, in her, like, her backpack for when she fell over. So we have to assume that she still has this. No, not the photo. Something about maybe like the whole truth coming out? Maybe? I'm inclined to believe the note. Let's go with that. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note that she left. It says, "Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time, the whole truth must come out." Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal the whole world the whole truth. The whole truth? There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt that she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. Go your own sister for that, though. A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yes, I know the secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. We believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Very well. I'll grant you your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but you can enlighten us, more. My little my little maple leaf? This guy's gross. Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wills. "5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. Well, what happened? What made you LMAO? Oh, that he called her a maple leaf? I already like the old judge better. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that, she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor? As you have heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth's got the jump on me again. Ha! If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We still got that info. That ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby. I'd do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. The judge said my maple leaf. It's just foul. Hold on, let me reread. I have a... But shoving me off the bridge from behind. From behind. I'm trying to think logically as to where exactly they would be. I wonder what those little X intersecting points are. Let me just press for now. Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship? Yes, as a tutor. You were tutoring him? Mr. Falls? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me. That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million! It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk. A $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that. The defendant demanded that her sister Valerie make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on the mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it'd be hard to escape. There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he were being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety. What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Falls is. Yeah, right. It was all your plan. Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and... After she made the exchange, she saw Mr. Falls in the arm. Yeah. All these judges are head asses. Maybe we'll find one in the future games that's that's actually not so judgy, you know what I mean? That was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held as hostage. Yes, but actually, that saved my life. What do you mean? You see, Mr. Fowles was holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow, I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me. There's just something odd about this. It's very specific that she's saying from behind. And I'm trying to think of like the exact angle as to where they would be. If they were like right in the middle of the bridge, and Valley was on the left, right? Pushing from behind would only push her towards like the exit, right? Wouldn't it make more sense that he would have pushed her like... I'm gonna go off this. I did just save it, right? Hold on. Because, like, I'm thinking, like, logic, like, if he pushed her, like from the back forward, that would mean from behind, like, of her. So then that would push her, like, towards the, like, the extended bridge. Like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, there you go. I was fucking right. You say that Mr. Fowles pushed you into Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Fowles. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said, that's hard to believe. I should have said, that's impossible. Impossible? I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge, now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit since the last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you would have claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed into the bedrock below. Oh, I wasn't thinking that. I was just like saying as if like the roles were reversed, that the victim was in front of the killer, you know, like holding... I don't know. I was on the right track, but still. Almost certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? Detective... I'm just using my common sense here. The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change of the water level wouldn't have made a difference. Oh, I just love like Edward like squirming too. It's great. You're right. If the events occurred were just as the witness had testified, then the defendant could have been pushed by the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? You see, Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified to the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Fowles panicked. Therefore, he could have unwillingly pushed her off to the side of the bridge. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now where I fell off the bridge. My shirt got caught on the bridge side wires. Oh, excuse me. My skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires. Excuse me. You can't be serious. It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just about to start Miss Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. I think she's trying to say that, like, being pushed to the side doesn't really make sense either because of the, like, the ropes. Like, there's so much coverage for that. Like, if it was, like, one single rope, then that would make sense. Oh, I can't save it. Well. Unchanged for 5 years. I'll go with this. I guess that makes sense. Oh, so that is right. All the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It will be impossible for someone to be pushed off from there. At least you don't have a lot of evidence to go through. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Some of them are a little, like, cut and dry. Like, you know, why would I want to present the attorney's badge now? Maybe there's going to be something specific with Valerie's autopsy report, but as far as everything else, they seem kind of straightforward. But yeah, you're absolutely right. But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like that wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls has been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had a gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible. That intro to the song. Yeah, like how it, like, builds, like, just nothing, gets, like, 2 beats, and then it goes in. What's the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped to the Eagle River intentionally. Why did he have the lion roar? Okay. Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun in handcuffs, and she could have saved me. Jumping to a raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle that swift current. But even more so, the witness had much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. That roar. Dude, it's the same roar as the last case, but why did he roar? Then what was it? What was so important that she wanted to jump in the river? The witness is still alive. That fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of Eagle River. It's gotta be the diamond because she wanted all the money for herself. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up to the mountain with her, the $2 million diamond. No, it can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it planned from the beginning. The $2 million? She was gonna keep it all for herself. I mean, even splitting it 3 ways, that's still a lot of money. Like, come on. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Why, that's simply ridiculous. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
Objection!
But she was a detective then. You're saying that she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. And what do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister, Dahlia. And then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is why you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices of the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Shit. Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Forgive me, it's just hilarious. Witness? Is that you? You amuse me, woman, Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Fowles and my sister. Well, And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that. Well, Miss Fey? I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something? Jesus. How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof that Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to an end. To be honest, the witness's behavior did raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Of course you are. I know Logan just came to visit, so... Is it over? Is it really over? That girl had made a fool of me and there's nothing I could do about it. Huh. Without evidence the trial is over? Who decided that? Mr. Armando! Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Falls' stolen car and went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who's the one person that could testify that a demon woman crimes? Well, Terry's the only one that knows about it, so I guess we could, like, get him. I hate well, I mean, who doesn't? Come on, man. She is demon. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in what the kidnapping was. Only one person can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve the riddle once and for all. Blah 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 blah. They're not saying this, but Logan's saying that to me. And that person is Terry Falls. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago she promised never ever betray each other. Terry. Dahlia. It's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad. Tell the truth. The real truth. I believed in you. I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Dahlia. I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once, and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness. I'm sorry, I apologize. Water. Please, water. Can't talk. Need water. Huh. Oh well, I guess I'll have to be my coffee instead. At least I'll match the way he probably feels right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. Oh, he's sharing his coffee? Oh shit. The sweet tender embrace of bittersweet coffee. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge. I watched my car from bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked. She left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you wanted to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you? It was raining. Already dark, too. You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls? Eagle Mountain. That spot. Strong, strong memories. Why did he just calm up, or clam up? Could it be he's hiding something here? You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct? Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it. I'm sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of an eye. You were watching the car? That bridge. Other side is broken. Nobody could come from there. So, I was watching car. What else were you expecting him to do? I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction? I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came. No car, nothing. Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne? I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remembered her face. Wait a minute. If you remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification? Sorry. I told a little lie. But that woman I met, she was different from the woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie. What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls. Valerie told the truth. Oh, sorry. Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty. And were you satisfied with that answer, witness? Dahlia died, and it's my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. It doesn't matter to me anymore. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead. But you just saw that she isn't dead. After Valerie talked to me on the bridge, nothing left to live for. How could he be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on the mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do. That woman. It wasn't Dahlia. Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'd still do whatever it's necessary to protect her. Won't you, Mr. Falls? I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her. Mr. Falls, even if you can show that he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess. But what exactly? Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Let me take a quick drink. Where the hell did it go? Oh. Wrong pipe. Maybe, let me just take a quick save. Hold on. I guess what we're trying to do is like pin it on Dahlia, and maybe him being seen the photo, because maybe he hasn't seen this yet. Oh, that's not it. So I waited on the bridge. I watched from my car. I put no body in that car. One woman came, she stood in front of me. We talked, she left. I never put the body in the car. Let me take a look at the, take a look at the map again. Hold on. Maybe the position of, like, the photo is fucked up? So I waited on the bridge, but, like, why would you be waiting at that point? I don't know. Oh, that is it! So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on that bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying. Oh? I'd love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at the photo. It's perfectly clear. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the person was already there, so he came up on the right side, like, coming from there. If they switched around, he would actually have been the one waiting. Obviously, the person that came first would end up on the one side of the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Blat. What the hell? Mr. Falls? Please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I go there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah. It's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to present our love. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under a base of a tree there. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I want to get. Oh, this is what I went to get. This little bottle of a necklace is your memento? That's actually the same necklace from the first case. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4th. Why the fuck is it empty? He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He had gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Motherfucker, no way. That's enough. Please. Witness? I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. Holy shit. Don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Motherfucker! What a fucking bitch! Holy shit. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought I'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne. She left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. What a fucking bitch. Unforgivable, that witch. Mr. Armando? We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. We were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're gonna make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew it wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. One year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Oh, right. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Holy shit. Bridge to the turnabout. Wow. Holy fucking shit. Let's just go into a little bit of this then. I mean, we may as well, like, figure out, like, what exactly is happening here. Holy shit, dude. Shichisco, the treasured Kirian village heirloom, whose name means seven-branched sword. Oh, the sword! Oh, okay. It is said that this sacred sword represented life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, The choices limit us. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed, the illusion is revealed that the implacably of fate, or implacably the fate is finally laid before. What the fuck? Hey, Nick. Yeah? What is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers, unlike you? Sure. You are a spirit medium after all. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they'll get dull, right? I guess so, yeah. Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of Old Cult, Winter Spiritual Location Special. Oh, Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intense training. Oh, it just sounds too good to be true. I'll say, sounds more like a scam to me. It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for training. Now I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even a real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I've already made special reservations, just for us. Yeah. And I signed up for this special course. That's nice, and the timing couldn't be better. Since we won't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty then, it's settled. Well, come on, don't just... Oh, excuse me. Don't just stand there, start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is a TV. So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way. How could you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the? What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? What? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Hazakura Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't that great, Pearly? Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? Dahlia Hawthorne. I knew there was no way she could possibly be on that temple. But I just had to see for myself. Who this nun really was. It's so cold here, Nick. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change. Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Her teeth are chattering so loudly. It's all I could do. It's all I could do to make out what she's saying. Wow, Mystic Maya, this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly? Well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Oh, my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold. What's with the past tense? We're freezing into human popsicle. Ho. We are high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think I would... Oh, yes. I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini. Bikini? That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that has a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. It certainly does. Oh, and I signed up for your special course. Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one of those you channel. Reckless? Wahaha? Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all that trouble to get Yes, that's right. You've come all this way, so please, enjoy yourself. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? So what's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh my. You don't even know that? Forgive him, sister, for he knows not what... Well. Just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items should envelop you. Wow, she must have gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. So what You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on blocks of spirit ice and chant a spell. 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of year. If you don't watch it, you'll have pneumonia or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? How am I supposed to be careful? Oh no, I know I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. Sister? About this picture. Well, look at that. I must say I'm rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? We're just a small temple here, so she and I ran the entire place. Really? That's kind of... Sorry to cut in, but... This Iris, where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? No. That's not what I had in mind at all. Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this event. Inner temple? Yes, that's right. Alice will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look in the main hall for now? So she's in the inner temple, huh? The main hall. I think it's even colder in here. Ah, Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yes, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum. Weird. I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all day? Missing Mine is right. Oh, I hope there's mashed potatoes too. I love mashed potatoes. Ha ha ha. What a cute little acolyte. Greetings to all of you. Oh, hello. Wow, this lady makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Your outfit? Did you come here for a special course too? Ha ha ha. Unfortunately, no. Actually, You're Miss Elsie Dauxium? Elsie Dauxium? Okay. Yes, that's right. You know of me? My name is Pearl Fay. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now. Severity, a fortune teller. Oh God. I've got all your books, Miss Dauxnim. I'm gonna Dauxnim, I don't know. Ha ha ha. What a sweet thing to say. And please call me Elsie. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is? Well, an author maybe? Yes, and an illustrator. Of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it. I'm sorry I didn't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. It's alright. I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elsie. Or at least, excuse me. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. Ha ha ha. It makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems to like a kind, sensitive lady. Miss Elsie won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much that they asked if it was alright for me to take a look. Or make it into a book, excuse me. Wow, it must have been a really great story. Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently, I've accepted sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Lawrence Dauxton. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches right now. On Lawrence's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise. Anything for you. Ha ha ha. Why'd you come to the Hakurura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spirit training? Ha ha ha. No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for the new book I'm working on. Alright, dude. No problem. Probably by the time you come back, I'll probably be out of here, because it's getting close to 4, so... I can't wait to read it. Prose is completely taken with her. I wanted to do a book with a more Japanese feel to it this time. So is that why you're dressed like you are? The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's really a sweet lady. Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal sphere? It's real amethyst. Or is it amethyst? I don't know how to pronounce that gem. Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, you'll have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, yes, I want to help in whatever way I can. Pearl looks like she just won the lottery. Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes. Please take this. I think it'll be will be of some help to you. It's a map of the area. We wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we? Oh my god. The inner temple. There it is, on the other side of the bridge. Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take a chance to go out to the other temple. Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Oh, Fist, but I'll be back. Wait. Alright, I mean, either way, I'm probably gonna be out of here pretty soon, so, we're not gonna go too much further for now. But at some point I will come back, I'm just not too sure when. Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving. Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go? I guess she went to the inner temple. To go help with the other nun out. Oh, right. I think your name is... Iris? Yeah, that was it. I want to go find who Iris really is, but I'm scared what I'll find. Wow, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. Yeah, and look at that big canyon below us. Hey, there's a river down there. It looks like it's flowing really fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Oh. Hey, I've got it. Maybe you should face their fear and try hurling yourself off the edge. You know, 1, 2, 3, jump. It might just be what you need to get over your fear of heights. Yeah, death is really a good way to overcome phobias, alright. Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge. Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge. Well, it's practically the same thing. Anyway, the inner temple is just up ahead, right? So let's go check it out. Why isn't there another way across? Oh, it's not even in the temple, it's just to the side of it. Whoa, that bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake. And at least half of the wood of the rackety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention the last part of it, only had one board on the left of it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock we just made it safely across that death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised too. Yikes, that temple is in bad shape. It looks like it could collapse at any second. I guess people don't use it too often. Is it really where you want to go train tonight? That has to be it. It's kind of creepy around here. Like a ghost might jump out at you or something. A spirit medium afraid of ghosts? Isn't it ironic, don't you think? What the hell? Man, look at this place. It's just a tiny freezing room. So this is where you'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean, both? I'm the only one. Really? But I thought... Burley's just a little kid. They couldn't handle this type of intense training. So says the girl who I could barely hear over the teeth chattering. Anyway, the real training room must be behind that door over there. Yep. Definitely getting the feeling it's back there. Even I can sense that there's something supernatural about the cavern behind that door. Excuse me, but who are you? Hi there! We're just looking around since we're gonna be staying here tonight. Is something wrong? No. It's nothing. I wonder why she's spaced out like that. Don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Maya? Not you too, Nick. My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some, chores to attend to. She sure is beautiful. And a bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's not used to talking with urban sophisticats like us. Nick? That girl. It can't be, but... That's what we're trying to find out, honestly. Wait, are we supposed to examine that place? I guess we should. Why not? The actual training area must be on the other side of this door. I wonder what it's like. Phooey. It's locked. Come on, Nick. You know what to do. You don't want to open it for me. I can't. You've been in kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you, Nick? Severity. I know what it is. IRIS. Ha 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 ha. Iris and Nick sitting in a tree. KISSING. Yeah, that's certainly it. A hanging scroll. Doesn't look like... What is it? Why'd you scream like that? This scroll. It's my mother. What? It's Misty Fey, the master of the Curian School of Channeling. Are you sure? Yes. That crest on the top of the scroll. That's the special mark of the master of our tradition. So that's what the mark means. What is it? Nothing. It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. My own mother. And I can't even recognize her face. Maybe you can check in this drawer. I'm not gonna tell you yes or no. We'll just have to wait for the rest of the case. Look at this antique dresser. I wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Let's have a look. Nothing. Just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick? Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Oh? About Iris, I bet. Looks like you've been by the love bug, or bitten by the love bug, Nick. And now we can move. Whew! You managed to make it across Dusty Bridge. Nick, you look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since you met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey, you! Wait up! You think he's yelling at us? He must be. Oh, he must be. There's no one else around. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. Oh my god. What the hell are you doing here? Hey, I know you. You're... Whoa, sorry, gotta run. See ya. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Lawrence Dogsham. Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the butts. Shut up. I'm Lawrence. And I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So, it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else. Even I'm starting to hate Larry now. How the hell do you become here? Alright, let's just see how far we can go. I can only have about like 10 or so minutes. So what are you doing here with the last name Dauxnem? Well, I wanted to start over again with a clean slate. A clean slate? You remember, don't you? Last time? The mask to mask case. After that, I started to realize I didn't get this guy, I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. And that's when I came across it. The Book of Destiny. The Book of Destiny? Do you mean The Magic Bottle by Miss Elise Dauxnam? It's so beautiful, so moving, so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Maybe I should buy a copy of The Magic Bottle. Wow, Larry must make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now too. She's the most wonderful person I ever met. I'd follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is an elegant lady. You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. Wow, that's a beautiful photo. You want a copy, don't you? It's okay. I just happen to have extra prints. Taken by our only pupil. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. So tell the truth. You must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Talk about a bad case of denial. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't about technical skill, you know. It's about having a pure heart. And that's why I'm asking. Can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Now that you mention it, I wonder. It looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended, and something else began. Oh, Larry, it sounds like you fall in love with Miss Elise Dauxnam. No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's the other girl. Other girl? Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Woo, yeah! Her! Oh, God. Oh, my God. This is not gonna end well at all. My little Iris. She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Yeah, you always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a second. Did you just say you were swearing off women? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. I have, basically, but Iris is different. Fuck this guy. I feel like I still have one chance left at that dream. This guy will never change. Everyone? Hey, Pearly! Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright, I can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm gonna go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look where Mystic Maya is gonna be training. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you sure it's alright to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is a battle of endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. No pain, no gain, I guess. Okay. I gotta go get bread anyway. It's almost 4. Alright. I'm still worried about you. Well. Let's not dilly-dally shilly-shally. You must be getting ready for tonight. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 o'clock for lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini. And then, after you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Maya and Bikini really seem excited about the training thing tonight. Well, Pearl, what are you gonna do tonight? Well, if you like, you can just come into my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? I'd love to. Prose is absolutely smitten with Miss Douxnip. So Larry, what are you gonna do? Huh? Me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. I totally hear you there. Miss Elise? So for example, how do you read this? It says, gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Oh, okay. And what about this word? That's another tough one. It says, roast. What kind of book is she reading anyway? Well, I'm gonna go wash the dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Well, not much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. Why do I get the feeling that shit's about to hit the fan? Ugh. It's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Why couldn't the nearest bathroom just be a little closer to my room? Mr. Wright? Oh, Miss Douxnip. Are you gonna use the bathroom too? No, but... Have you seen Pearl? No. Not since after dinner. I thought she was just gonna go to your room. I know. But she never showed up. I'm gonna go look for her. Excuse me. Miss Elise Douxnip. A woman of mystery, mysterious in origin with her last name. But... the really mysterious one is... Oh! Sister Iris! Good evening. The really mysterious one is this girl. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? I can't let this chance pass me by. I should try to talk with her, and maybe get some answers. Your sister Iris, right? Yes. So, when did you come to Hazukoma Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. So you've never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini. I come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. Ah, I see. But didn't you go to college? And maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department? No, I've never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I could use a computer and a cell phone too. That's not exactly something worth bragging about. But I don't see any Cyclops. So I guess that means she's not lying. Please don't stare at me like that. What kind of a place is this anyway? I heard it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that. It must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you. Well, I have to admit, it is a whole different world up here. I'm glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with dead people. Who does it help anyway? I hate it. Really? So then why stay in a place like this? Ah. Is something wrong? I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go ring the bell for lights out. I guess it's almost 10 p.m., huh? Mr. Wright? Yes? If it's alright with you, I would like you to have this. But this is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. Wait a minute, Sister Iris. Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said, Mr. Wright. How did you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris, Please tell me the truth. You and I, have we ever met before? Holy shit. Oh, it's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow. So my hunch was correct. She does know me. I'll have to try to talk with her again tomorrow. What the? That blood-curdling scream came from the courtyard. That scream. I'm sure it came from around here. Someone's there, on the ground. I just stepped on something soft. Hey, don't step on my tummy like that. What are you doing laying out here in the snow? I was passed out. What do you think? So that blood-curdling scream was you? Forget about that. Hurry up and call the police. Is there even a phone in the main hall? No, but we still get reception up here in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you, right? I didn't bring it. Oh, you're useless. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We got no choice. You have to use the public phone by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run as fast as you can. Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will... It's farther than I thought. The bridge is just up ahead. I have to tell Maya what happened, too. What the fuck? Dusky Bridge, it's burning down. What the heck happened? What are you doing here? What is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Loris. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakura Temple. What? The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya is safe. But please call the police. I've got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. It's too dangerous, Nick. Wait. It must have been crazy, or I must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Weakened even more by the fire, the rickety old bridge's planks snapped and gave way. And as I was swallowed by the eternal darkness that surrounded me, a final terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of the horror night. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to end it here. It's 4:10. I gotta go get my brother. It takes a while to get up there. Um, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I know I'll be back at some point. Uh, I don't know how long it's gonna take, like I said. So I think it's a good point to end it here. I'm thinking fuck Bloodborne and let's keep playing this. Um, we'll probably keep playing this when I get back. But I will have to take a quick break. We'll be back at some point. Why did shit go so left? Well, it's a Phoenix Wright game, bro. It's a Phoenix Wright game. But like I said, I'll be back. at some point today. It's probably going to be more later towards the evening, but I will be back at some point today. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. Let's continue from this point. Fuck, man.